Hey everyone, MTashed here, and I have some massive news. It has officially been discovered how to get the new bow in Genshin Impact, and this bow looks amazing. On some characters, it rivals even some 5-star weapons, or at least comes close. And if you use someone like Ganyu, the new bow it's incredible, okay? I'm going to show you the bow in a minute, but first I'm going to tell you how to get it, because this was actually a time-gated thing with this character, Takashi. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom out here just so you can see it on the map. It's on this little peninsula here. You're going to be making your way over to Takashi, and if you talk to him the first time, he's going to ask for some mysterious conches or shells. Now, all along this peninsula, in the water, anywhere around this little area, you can find these conches on the ground. They'll have a little glowing thing, and you can interact with them and pick them up. Now, I believe I got 5 or 6 today while doing this, so you can actually get more than the 3 required each day, but you need to go over to Takashi and bring him 3 shells every day for 7 days. Upon doing it on the 7th day, instead of getting a tomato or a piece of corn or something like that, you'll actually be able to get the blueprint for the new bow and craft it. You can't open any more chests than that, from what I can tell, and it is a fully time-gated thing. A couple people in chat said that it only took them a few less days, maybe it only took them 6 days. There's a very good chance they just did this on the first day and forgot about it. It doesn't seem that you can get it any earlier than the 7 days, or else that would be kind of BS because some people could just get lucky, but it is a gacha game, so you never know. It doesn't seem to be any pattern. You can get it from the right chest, the middle chest, the left chest. It doesn't really matter as long as time has passed and you've come here day after day. Now, you don't have to do this all in order 7 days in a row. You just need to come 7 times total. But make sure you're picking up all of the different shells here. In case you forget about it or miss a day, you can still go to Takashi, you can still open a chest and make progress that way. So do this today before reset happens, before the shells respawn, so you can start the progress now if you haven't done any of that so far. It's really easy to get here. There's some teleporters nearby, so if you're just getting to Inazuma, it would be a good idea to head over there right now. And that's pretty much it. That's how you get it. And then you need to craft it. But how good is this bow really? Let's chat. Now, because I was away, I couldn't get this bow for myself, but it has a 41 base attack and 12% attack percentage. Now, this is going to scale all the way up to 55%, which is pretty damn awesome, but this special ability is very unique, and honestly, this might be the best craftable bow by far, depending how you look at it and the enemies that you're fighting. This gives you a 32% increase to your normal attack damage at max refinement and 24% to your charge attack, which is very big. That is just an attack multiplier, or a damage multiplier, I should say, on top of it. So if you take in your crit and your cryo and all those things, you just add on another portion of damage here. On someone like Yoimiya, this could be incredibly good, doing a bunch of pyro damage and getting this normal attack damage to improve. Or if you're using someone like Ganyu, this charge attack damage is fantastic as well. But here's the kicker. If you don't use your ultimate ability, your burst ability, and you have 100% energy, it doubles the effect, giving you 64%? What? Imagine this on Fischl, right? Imagine this on Yoimiya. It is definitely an interesting thing. Being able to get, 48% charge attack damage, that's nothing to sneeze at. And there's a couple of sets and characters that this could work really good on, and I want to talk about that right now. So one character this bow could work really well on is Fischl. She scales decently with attack percentage and gets more damage as you get attack, but even just being able to charge attack and basic attack, you could build her as like a main DPS with this bow. It has some potential, and as a 4-star bow, I really, really enjoy it. Now, that's one character that could do well. But Yoimiya, the new character that's going to be coming out, she could excel with this bow as well. If you don't have a 5-star bow, this new one could be your best option overall. But then we've got our girl, Ganyu, and this opens up some doors. Now, she's one of the only characters in the game that I have a crown on the basic attack, because her charged attack damage is just insane. The amount of scaling that you get on this charged attack is gross. And being able to tack on 24 or even 48% more damage there is wild. Now, I've got the Amos bow, so it's really hard for me to be like, oh, I'm going to craft this and refine a whole bunch of it. But For someone who doesn't have Amos bow or another 5-star weapon, this new bow is insane. It's really good, and even if you're just using the basic passive, it's still very, very good. 24% charge attack damage is nothing to sneeze at, and there will be moments from time to time where you are able to recharge your energy a whole bunch and take advantage of this. One example is if you are doing some sort of quick swap team, like the Morgana comp, where you use, Venti, you can use Mona, you can use Ganyu, and you can use, like, Diona. If you've never seen the Morgana comp, I highly recommend you check it out. You get energy so fast that you might actually be able to keep your burst going while also having enough energy that you can maximize the new bow's passive. And so that's really interesting. If you build enough energy recharge, you can kind of have the best of both worlds. You can still use your ultimate, but also be able to dish out insane charge attack damage. And so for that reason, I would recommend this bow to anyone. To anyone in the game. It's nuts. And I mean, if I wasn't with Amos bow, I would be crafting it. I would 100% be crafting it. Now, there is other bows. I'm going to show you the other craftable bows, and I want to talk about them really quickly. But before I do that, I want to talk about artifacts. Now, Wanderer's Troop is going to be something that I would recommend. Charge attack damage getting increased for bow users. The Wanderer's Troop set can be amazing, but there is the new set. I don't even know if I have any artifacts of it. Let me just open it up, and I'll show you that one because there is an interesting interaction that I want to discuss. This new artifact gives you more attack percentage, but also, when casting your elemental skill, if the character has 15 or more energy, they lose energy, but they get a 50% boost to their normal and charged attack damage seconds. Now, you wouldn't be able to maximize the 100% bonus from the new bow, but you absolutely would be able to maximize this and use this and still enjoy a 24% boost if you max refined it. And there is some pretty interesting synergy here. You wouldn't be able to use your ultimate, and that definitely sucks, but on Ganyu, the fact that she hits so hard with her charged hit, this would be a monster against single target fights. Even if there are a bunch of enemies in a domain, you're just going to hit like a truck with your charged shots. Do you even need your ultimate? It's an interesting argument for sure, but there are some synergies here. I mean, you could argue that there's other bows that you could just use and benefit more. Absolutely. But at least you're getting 24% guarantee. That's the way I look at it, is at least you are getting some guarantee. And so if you're not going to be using your ultimate and you are trying to get this attack bonus, at least you got something there that's pretty damn valuable overall. Now, as for the other bows, we've got the Prototype Crescent, and it's got a 9% attack percentage and a little bit higher base attack. Now, charged attacks on a weak spot increase your movement speed and your attack by 36%. This is going to refine up to be even stronger. And so this definitely has some potential, but you have to make sure that you are hitting weak spots, so something like a Fatui's head, or if you're fighting a Ruin Guard, but there's some enemies where this might not be quite as effective. But this weapon is definitely comparable if you're using someone like Ganyu and doing a bunch of charged shots anyway. Now, the interesting one here is also the compound bow, giving you physical damage, but this one's a little niche, okay? Getting some attack percentage and normal attack speed, this is cool and all, but this one's niche. If they ever add, like, the go-to GOAT of physical damage bow user, maybe one day, you can use something like this on Fischl, but I personally would rather craft the other one because it's going to be good on more characters. I'm always advocate for bang for your buck. Prototype works on more characters because every bow character can charge attack, right? And can benefit from these. But I think that the new bow is the best craftable bow currently in Genshin Impact. And, if I was in a different situation, I would definitely be working on crafting it and using it. Now, if you're using someone like Fischl and you're not basic attacking, right? The only time it's valuable is if you're basic attacking and charge attacking. So the new bow is great, but if you aren't doing any of that stuff, you might as well go with a sacrificial bow or a Favonius bow or some other bow, because the new bow is based on being a DPS character, and so Ganyu, Yoimiya, those are the ones that are going to truly shine overall. But that's pretty much it for me. I hope that I helped you. Good luck getting this. It's going to take you a few days, and let me know if you are going to be crafting this new bow, because I think it's going to change a lot of people's games. This changes everything. If you're interested, getting hiccups apparently. If you're interested, I got hiccups now. Advanced.gg/mt. Okay, goodbye. Just whatever.